everybody, and welcome back to That Chick Angel TV. It is another Mommy Confessions. I'm Angel, and I am here with my lovely guest, my Sora, my sister, my friend, Shania. Smiles in the sunshine.
That is me.
All right, so for those of you all who don't know what Mommy Confessions is, including herself, it is basically a candid and honest conversation between me and another mom.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to be completely honest.
And you're not gonna prep me or anything. You just gonna.
No one's ever been prepped.
Okay.
You all might hear my son Sai crying in the background. It's nap time. He doesn't want to go down, but it is what it is. The show must go on.
That's right.
Are you ready?
I guess so.
You'll be all right. My mama did it. My mother-in-law did it.
Okay.
Chris did it. It's not. It should embarrass you too much.
Okay, we shall see.
All right. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of background on Shania so you'll understand the question I'm gonna ask her. So Shania has two kids, a boy and a girl that are very close in age. How far apart are they?
16 months apart.
16 months apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Shania, being a woman who has more than one child,
Yeah.
what do you think is the hardest thing about going from the jump from 1 to 2, or just having multiple children in general?
Well, for me, the hardest part was the fact that they are 16 months apart, but they're not twins.
Uh-huh.
So technically, I didn't get the twin help because basically I had two babies
Right.
at one time. 2 kids in diapers, 2
Uh-huh.
kids crawling around, 2 kids, and it was just a lot.
What do you mean by twin help?
You know, like, I think when people, well, I don't know, you tell me. I feel when people have twins, the family, you know, extends themselves a little bit more
Uh-huh.
for when you have
It's a lot of noise.
lots of
Don't
stuff
worry
going
about
on
it.
here today. You know, like my mother, she came for the delivery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're good. Deuces, I'll see you later. And you know, I'm here with 2 babies, rocking them back and forth, and it's a lot to handle when you have 2 babies.
So when your oldest was a toddler and your youngest was still a baby, what was the most difficult part about that? Because eventually, I mean, they're pretty close in age,
Yeah.
but especially at the beginning, I would think they're definitely in 2 different stages. Like right now, they're in the same stage. They're so close in age,
Right.
like they're going through
Right.
stuff at the same time. But when your son was a toddler and your daughter was a baby, was that more difficult, or was it?
I think what made it difficult was that being that he was a toddler, we had started getting him into a routine.
Uh-huh.
He was able to go to sleep on his own. He was able to be in his room by himself. He was able to soothe himself and not have to deal with us. Well, as soon as she came along, she threw his whole schedule off. He started waking up in the middle of the night. He started wanting to come into our bed with her. So to this day, I have a 7 and 9-year-old sleeping in my bed because I went and had another baby. And yeah.
Now, did you plan on and wanted to have?
We ain't playing neither, none of them. Yeah, one of them kids was playing. They were both like, surprise. Yeah.
Well, okay, so if you could do it differently, would you put more space or would you put less space?
Now where I'm at, I like the distance because even though they fight a whole lot, they have each other. They are each other's best friends and worst
They're each
enemies.
other's play dates.
They're right, exactly. So no, I like the spacing. Yeah.
When did it get easy? When did it start getting easier, I would say?
When did it start getting easier? I think once they were both able to go to preschool, so probably when my daughter was like 18 months, when I could get rid of both of them.
But that's when it got easy.
Yeah, it got easy when I was able to get rid of them.
See, I would think, for me, you know, so my kids are, I have one that's way older, and then the twins that were born literally 40 minutes apart. So for me, while it is nice that they're going through the same thing at the same time, I feel like right now in toddler land, and as they're moving towards terrible 2s and terrible 3s, like this is the part where I'm just like, oh, having twins is some BS. Because yeah, in the beginning, family came out to help.
Yeah.
But then, you know, they had to go.
They disappeared.
They had to go home.
Right.
So this is when it becomes like, I don't have enough eyeballs, or like literally little Marcus is unpaid help. Like that is what I have an audition after I take this. He has to come with me in order for me to be able to take the twins with me, because when I go in the room, I can't trust they're going to behave themselves. And they're not. Sai's gonna cry and light it up in that waiting room. So because they're toddlers, like this is when people are like, oh, I wish I had twins. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't. Because at this age where I think you're right, when they're, I wouldn't say preschool age, I'd probably say when they're 4 is when I'm gonna be like, oh, it's so great you all have each other. You know, they take care of each other now. Like they'll share sippy cups. Like if one is thirsty and can't find the other sippy cup,
oh, that's so cute.
But at the same time, they'll take a toy and beat each other upside the head. So,
but that's not gonna end.
You're like, the fighting
continues.
Okay, so you have 2.
Yes.
You came close together. Did you ever consider having a 3rd, or are you still considering having a 3rd? And before she answers that, you all have to go over to my Facebook to check that out. So y'all know how Mommy Confession goes. I do one video here on my YouTube channel, and then the other one is on my Facebook channel. Sorry for all the dinging from my computer. You know, there's noises everywhere. So go over to my Facebook page, which is That Chick Angel TV, and you'll see the answer to that question. Plus we're going to answer the question of, when is it enough children? When should you make that choice of, I've had enough kids, no more for me? All right, let me know if you have more than one child, what you felt like was the most difficult thing about raising multiple children in the comments below. As always, come back next Thursday. I will have another guest. Is there anywhere that you want them to come check you out at, Shania?
I'm not as good as Angel, so I have no YouTube stuff up. And you can like me on Facebook, Shania Axius.
Spell Axius. I'll put it below.
SHANIA-ACCIUS.
That was her whole name, Shania Axius.
Shania Axius.
So yes, please check her out, and I'll see you guys next week and all throughout the week. Y'all know I'm putting up content all the time. So I'll see you guys later. Go over to Facebook. Bye. And then my A is about as accurate as it's gonna get. So today we are gonna just come to you all and freestyle a little bit, because we